Está un examen, te va a gustar.
Ok. Tírale.
Está bien, está bien.
Talk about getting off to a good start. Our next two guests are brothers who decided to make a feature film without ever going to film school. In fact, the film impressed the people at HBO, as well as those running the New York International Latino Film Festival. And here with us this morning are the Valles brothers, Tony and Jaime. Welcome to you both.
Thank you, Dave.
Well, talk to me a little bit about this. Both of you studied at area universities, right?
Yes, Princeton.
I went to Cornell.
All right, but nothing to do with film per se. So what inspired you to do this film?
Well, we both have very artistic backgrounds. I was an art major in school, painting and drawing and that kind of thing. Yeah. We were both involved in theater. His major was Italian literature. But we always liked film, and we always tried to, we figured, we can do this. Let's raise some money to get both of us into film school.
Yeah. But for that much money, we could probably make our own little movie, and that would be our film school to learn.
Yeah. Well, tell me a little bit about the movie, Tony. It's called Casí, Casí. Translate this for us and tell us how
Casí, Casí, literally translated would be almost, which means kind of like just barely.
Okay. Yeah. And it's about a young man.
It's about a young boy.
Junior high school students, right? Junior high?
They're high school. They're like maybe
like
juniors in high school. And he's average Joe kid, and he wants to make the popular girl in school fall in love with him.
Right.
So he recruits his 5 buddies, and together they come up with this plan to make her fall in love with him. But then the plan includes him running for student council president to impress her. But then he finds out that she is going to be running for student council president against him.
Yes, and it leads to all sorts of machinations, some of them here. It's pretty funny. I watched part of it. Interesting, Jaime, that it kind of goes for a tweens market, right? It's a very hard market.
Yeah, we grew up in Puerto Rico. Yeah. And this is the kind of movie we wanted to see when we were growing up. And we did see all the Hollywood movies that were coming in to the island. That, you know, the Ferris Buellers, the Goonies, Back to the Future, all that stuff, but none of that was made in Spanish in Puerto Rico. We're not sure why, but we decided we should do that.
Interesting. Now, did it get picked up by HBO or get HBO interest before you ever put it in any festival?
Before any festival.
How did that come out? Yeah.
Our executive producer, Victoria Racimo, made that happen. She came to our apartment, to his apartment when we were still editing first cut of the film, very, very rough. Yeah. And she saw that first rough cut. And she said, "This is great. I'm going to help you guys take it all the way."
Well, I'm no expert, but it looks pretty impressive for me for a first thing. Did you have any mentors along the way? I mean, in this process at all?
Not before Victoria came along. Well, we both come from a sort of artistic family. Our aunt is an actress, and our grandfather was a TV director and producer and actor as well.
And tell me about the importance of being in the New York International Latino Film Festival. WNBC, a proud media partner with this.
It's wonderful. The exposure, first the exposure to actually be able to show our film in front of a live audience. We've been staring at it in a little TV in my apartment for a year editing this thing, and finally to have it in front of an audience, and in an audience in New York City, which such a large concentration of Latinos, and this is the city where everything happens, and it's just a pleasure and a privilege to be able to show it here.
So what next for you guys? More films, or what do you think?
Absolutely. Yeah. We have several things in development right now. Really? Maybe a thriller or two, a couple of different things. We want to definitely get this movie down to Puerto Rico. We're going to have a little release down there as well. Wow. Because it hasn't played there yet. Yeah. It's played in festivals here.
What did you find was the most difficult thing as you went through this process? Because it was all a learning curve for you.
Yeah. I think the writing of it was really hard because, you know, when you're editing, when you're shooting, you have goals, you know what to do, but writing it's just staring at the blank page. That is murder.
All right. Well, Tony and Jaime Valles, congratulations.
Thank you.
Felicidades. Latino Film Festival begins Tuesday, July 25th, and runs through Sunday, July 30th. Thank you, gentlemen. We'll be right back, but first, let's give you a nice view from our observation deck on top of the rock. It's a little cloudy today, of course, but when you're up that high, what does it matter? We'll be right back.